Welcome to follow Save Järva, our trip Save Järva round 3 lead card action. Before the round, I just want to say two things. Our trip is annual, but 2017 we wanted to name it as a Save Järva since the existence of this beautiful course is under a constant threat. The city of Stockholm wants to replace this course with a graveyard, a real graveyard. So if you ever see a petition that is gathering names to preserve this beautiful disc golf park, just please sign it. Hopefully your voice will matter. Second, I'm not a native speaker, so I already apologize my short vocabulary and maybe bad pronouncing. But let's have a look at the lead group action. This is a partial round beginning from hole 15, since you was filming other groups as well. But the lead card is having Antti, me, Tuomas and Tero. And we're beginning with a short hole part 2. It's a short hole, but it's well obstructed. I think the best play for this hole is some kind of a spike hyzer that I'm trying to throw. And of course, option is always go straight, which is a very demanding shot since you have to control your speed very carefully, since the shot has to be low. At the same time, it can go long, since there is a moderate downhill, as you can see. Let's have a look. Can Tero make 2? Almost. How about me? Quite wobble. The wind was ripping pretty bad there, so even these short putts are very demanding. Antti takes his 4, aka double bogey. Me picking my 3, aka bogey, same as Tero. Feels wrong, but that's how it goes. Next up, 80 meters hole. It's like basic forehand shot, or even more basic hyzer shot with a lefty backhand as Antti. And beginning looks good. Oh, a little bit tree love. Something about 5 meters. Tero is having a lower line, looks great, and parked. And Antti is throwing looks wide, but ends up very great, also parked. Short putt, but with a slight headwind, can be, well, went just fine. Easy birdie for Tero also. And Antti with a shortest putt, also birdie. Nice star frame. Going to hole 17, which is a quite demanding par 4, since the more than half of this hole is a very steep uphill, so it's difficult to have your disc sit down. Looks good, maybe a little bit too high, but it sticks down at least. There is having a better and hyzer line, a little bit lower, more power, and sticks fine as well. A very demanding hole for a lefty backhand. Hopefully that will stick also. Yes, stays fine at the edge. Looked good, but missed some height. Let's have a look how I do it. doing same mistake, having probably the power but not the height. Tero had height and power, but the line was maybe a little bit too much right. Was it short? Probably. Don't know for sure where it landed. Tero had a great run there. Almost had 3. Would have been very good at this wind. You cannot see it from here exactly, but maybe next hole. Antti having a minor grip lock probably there. Just gathering my par, and Antti picks his bogey. And they're also picking his easy par. Short hole, but quite technical, since there's the tree in the center, and when this hole turns to left, there is not much space, since there are both sides are protected by those trees. Looks good. Hits those trees a little bit, but probably in the 10 meters radius. Is there a throwing too sharp? No, it's good. It's good. Antti taking a forehand line. This also looks great. Nice keep, and oh, probably, hopefully it wouldn't get down. Tero picking easy too. Oh, I'm having probably the same distance, probably 7 meters. Wobble, but stays in. And Antti also picking the 2, a little bit to the left, but stays in. Short hole again. The basket is on the slight hillside, so I think the only thing to do here is to miss that tree right. Oh, the wind is pushing this down. The only thing is just to miss that tree in front of the basket, so quite basic hyzer for the right-handed backhand. Tero does it great, maybe in 5 meters. Antti having the forehand. Oh, quite nasty looking. Quite nasty looking grip lock over there. Nothing to worry about. Oh, another grip lock. That's troubled. With this wind, this distance is, at least for me, it's pretty much no can do. Probably just laying up. Antti tries, but just not that much, or would have needed a little bit more effort. Tero with a probably a little bit lucky, but stays in. All that counts. Picking my par, looking after it. Did the wind pick it up already? Then we're throwing a little bit lower, a little bit longer hole downhill. The catch is to throw it in a higher whole way. They're probably throwing with a putter. I think it's a putter. Ends up great. Don't know for sure. At least it's close to 10 meters radius. And I'm grip locking pretty nice. Don't know where is it. Probably in that downhill. Antti, oh, that's something that's a little bit early probably. Goes OB. Antti continues from the drop zone, just laying up pretty much. Not so favorable roll. Oh, let's have a look. Don't know. Yeah, it was probably over 10 meters since I jumped. Almost. Tero was also over 10 meters. Almost for Tero too. Such a bad break for Antti. Just picking up birdie. It was probably par, I think, if that was a par 3. Probably it was a par. Antti having a 1-stroke lead and me and Tero even 1 stroke behind. It's floating nice. Does it go long? No, but don't know for sure. Probably went long. It looks pretty good. Just behind the basket. That's probably like 5, 6 or 7 meters. Skip in. Yeah. Nice shot for Antti. Yeah, Tero was long, just a layup. Looks longer than 5, but oof, didn't quite get it. Probably, if I remember right, there was headwind over there, so I was probably trying to just carefully put it to the basket, but don't know what happened there. Next, pretty long hole, and left is good. Probably some bushes and some trees, but all open. I'm going to the jail. That jail is quite heavy. Until throwing a good looking shot. Maybe turning a little bit too much, but probably stays in a good position for 3. Tero lacking the turn, but probably in a good place to continue. And I'm getting through everything right there. Nice. A little bit long. Antti also having probably clear look to the basket. Did he hit the cage? I'm not sure. Tero something about 10 meters, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, jumping, almost. Antti getting his 3. Yeah, nice. Tero picking 4, having good concentration since you can see the pines background moving. The wind was quite heavy. From long hole to a short hole. Only thing you have to do here is to hit that center gap. Let's have a look there, how we can do it. Denied. If I remember right, I didn't hit that gap once during that weekend. He hits other gap, but won't go that far. Tero nailed it, but the strong headwind that just pushed that disc down. Don't know if I have a look. Well, I got a little bit farther, probably something like 20 meters left. Did just layupping, yeah, nice layup. You can see the wind ripping Tero's clothes over here. Yep, We have wind. Probably lay upping also. No, probably trying. Somewhat good effort, too much wobble. Oh, just... It was a decent looking putt, but a little bit too low. Yeah, Antti picking his tree. It wasn't easy putt with that wind. And I'm picking my 4 right here. Par 4 next. The OB is through the left edge of the hole, and the right side is again jail, if I remember right. Fades too much, I suppose. Yeah, just rolls into a jail. And my shot, looking similar to Antti's. Yep, in the jail. They're also picking a forehand shot. Is it turning too much? Yeah, it was out of bounds. Since Tero couldn't get that far, the shot from here to the basket is quite tricky. I'm just probably lay up into that sweet spot. Yeah, pretty much everything you can do from there. Antti would probably want to do the same. Just a bit too short. Basic heighter. Hopefully it rolled a little bit towards the basket, otherwise it's gonna be a long putt. I'm also throwing a hyzer since the OB is very near to the left of that basket, so I didn't want to continue from the OB, obviously, but I was quite careful with that. Antti just laying up. No reason since the OB is that near. And Tero picking nice 4. Concentration, concentration, and there it is. Short putts, but quite difficult ones with that wind. And another one, par 4, a little bit shorter one. Was it a little bit shorter? Probably. You want to go as far as you can to the right. That would have been good if it would have a little bit fade at the end, but it didn't have any. Looks wide. Probably skips. Yeah, nice skip. They're also lining an hyzer. Not having a fade either. Going earlier to the jail, but still got through. Nice. Nicely done. A little bit short with that next shot. Stand still 4. Forehand. Looks good. Nice skip. Don't know for sure since I didn't see the basket, but probably in something like 10 meters. Antti having a bad break there. Slight creep lock probably. That's a good looking shot. Straight, going forward all the time, even with the little fade. Tero quite didn't have the line there, probably. I'm certainly inside 10. And I got it. Antti's a little bit closer. But finds the... well, what's that? Can't remember the word. ylärautain finish. Tero cuts his 4. Upper iron. I'm sorry, I just complete blackout. Next up, basic righty backhand shot into a tunnel and fading to the left. Probably something like 5 meters long from the basket. Tero is having a great looking shot. Pretty much parked. Antti throwing a lefty backhand. Nice Anheuser. Ah, nasty cut roll. Nasty quad roll. This is probably something like 20 meters or so. Pretty much. Not much to do, just lay up. Let's have a look if I get my 5. With a wobble it goes in. Tero with just few meters, maybe 3. Easy 2. Antti takes his par. This is the last hole. At this point I knew that I probably was in the lead, since there were other groups playing at the same time. And there was some scores that were pretty good also. Quite low looking shot. If it skips, it's good. It doesn't skip. Not at all. And Tero is also having quite low, but skips nicely. It's parked. Quite nice shot. Antti throwing as well low, but it skips perfectly. Something about probably 7 or 8 meters left with Antti. Great wobble. At least it's close. And Antti easy 2 for Antti. Tero not just almost had his 3. Almost had his 2. Easy 3 at least. Yeah. At this point I really wasn't sure if I won, but I decided to look like I won, since it was possible. Thanks for looking. Final round. Here we have some shots at the doubles golf after that round. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully we can enjoy Järva years and years still, although they have different plans for it, but hopefully we can enjoy Järva as long as we play. Thank you for tuning in and watching this video.